looking at making major changes in our life in any area, let's say that you want to improve your marriage, or you want to improve your relationship with one of your children, or you want to be more involved in the community. Anytime we make any change in our life, we really need to know why we're doing it, because change is really difficult. We're prone to not change. That's how we're prone to just stay exactly where we're at. And so to create any type of change in our life in any area is a state of friction, and we resist it mentally, spiritually, physically, practically. And so I always teach people that if you want to change your food or your money, you are going to need a really strong why. And in these areas particularly, because several reasons why. The marketing messages that are out there
yes, I didn't even think about that side of it.
All day, every day, we are getting bombarded with, eat what you want when you want it. All these Grubhub commercials where, you just pull out your phone and you order 72 different takeout cuisines, and, they all come at one time. And it literally says something like, get exactly what you want when you want it. Well, we're getting those marketing messages all day, every day.
Right.
Both with our money and with our food. And then the second reason changing food is so difficult is we love to please ourselves by the things we put in our mouth. And I know that myself, and I've never even shared this, but as a homeschooling mom, you're home all day without other adults and your kids, and they might be annoying you, or they might be irritating you, or they're fighting. And, you might start snacking just to give yourself some sense of pleasure in the middle of a very difficult time. Right.
Right.
And so creating food change is difficult. Creating financial change is difficult. And so I always teach that you have to know why you want to create those changes in your life if you're going to do it. And in my story, you remember that we created a strong food change suddenly, right? Because my son was throwing up 25 times a day. Right. We had a strong why to change our food system.
Exactly. Yeah. I think someone who maybe doesn't have such a strong why would be a little harder.
It will be harder.
Yeah.
But you just have to find what your why is. Maybe you want to lose 15 pounds, or maybe you want to have more energy, or maybe your joints are hurting, or maybe your husband's cholesterol is high, or your blood pressure is up, but if you don't have a clearly defined why for changing your food, you just simply aren't going to change it. I'm just saying, you're not just going to suddenly eat better just because it might be a good idea because Oprah said you should, or, whatever.
Right. Exactly.
it won't happen. And then in our story, we didn't have a strong financial why until 5 years later. We got a strong financial why. And all of a sudden I needed to make a change. And so then I got serious. We had already made the food change, but then, 5 years later, we made the financial change.
Right.
And I only did that because I had to. I wasn't sitting around going, oh, I know what I want to do. I want to evaluate my food system and streamline it.
Right. Oftentimes crisis can act in a very good way if we let it do that, and
right
to be our